Oh, Wolfie, hello, everyone. Hi, Jay.
Hello, darling. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I hope. Here I am. Let me table out some flip up thing.
Got to see LeAnna for about 10 minutes while they were walking her around because they had to get her up and start walking, and it was tough for her. And before I could see her, they had to test me, see if I had a fever, test me for COVID, everything, because they didn't want her to have an infection. And most importantly, I got to kiss her uh, goodbye. So that will that will hold me up for a while.
Yeah. At
And
least you got to see her.
the first thing she did was she started tearing up, and I said, "Don't do that. If you start getting upset, they're going to tell me to leave." And she said, "I just feel sorry that this had to happen." And I said, "Baby, no, you couldn't have prevented this. It was God's will, but it was also His will that you survived." I said, "Baby, if I could be there, you know I would be next to you holding your hand 24/7 because that is exactly what you would do." I said, "Hell, you wouldn't have listened to the nurses and left the hospital. You would have stayed right there and kicked ass.
Yeah.
Probably would have got arrested, but as soon as she got out of jail, she'd do it again. I know her. And I didn't want to start trouble, so and
Yeah.
she asked me to abide by their wishes. I said okay, and they told me I could come back tomorrow. So
That's good.
or even a longer every day I get to stay a little longer. So that's good.
Yeah. It's, it's good that she's holding up and everything, and so are you.
She's got, it's like it didn't even phase her because she's still holding up. I know she's doing it for me, but I also know that she's a trooper. Where she's kind of like a female Jay. She will make appearances seem like everything is fine when it's not.
Yeah. A true fighter. Yeah.
Just I just got in because I had to stop and get some things for this apartment, and and then tomorrow I got to go to her house and clean it up. I told her I would. So
Yeah.
I'm just
How
missing
was?
her right now. And I enjoyed the the time last night watching Twin Peaks. Um, it helped me with the missing her, and I still couldn't sleep. I got maybe a 30-minute nap last night, but still not able to sleep. But I did watch the first episode of Twin Peaks this morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I'm liking it.
That's good. That's really good because I just felt so sorry because there was so much distraughtfulness in your voice on the stream yesterday, and I just felt like I felt that weight that's in your heart because you miss her so much, and I just wanted you to know that I'm here for you. We're all here for you, um,
Thank you.
and 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 that's basically why I invited you for the Twin Peaks watch along because I wanted to help you to calm the nerves and to distract yourself a bit so you didn't have to
It helped.
feel too
It
much weight.
helped. It did help.
It's good.
A friend of mine from Arkansas came down when he heard and surprised me. He opened the door. I didn't know I didn't lock the door last night, and he comes in, and I turn around, and there's Charlie, and everything just. I started bawling when I saw him, and he just hugged me, and he said, "I'm here for you, baby bro. I'm here for you. Let it out." I mean, everything came out. That man has always been there for me, like all of you have been for me.
Yeah, we got you, Jay.
I'm glad I have this community because I have been there for everybody and it has been returned tenfold with me.
Yes.
And I wish I had thought, I don't even know if I could play it back on the stream. I'm not technologically uh, aware, you know, have any technical knowledge in me. But it didn't even consider come across me that I could have recorded her voice and had her. She told me to tell y'all that she loves every single one of you and that she knows that all of you are praying for her and me, and she is hugging you in her heart. And she said, I'm giving Charlotte a big kiss."
I give one to her too.
Her neighbor's kid was over at her house a few days before this happened, and he she didn't know that he grabbed her mask and tore it up.
What?
Yeah, he's a brat. He's a 2-year old. You know how they are, terrible twos.
Yeah.
But she'll find another mask one day and possibly come on the stream. But right now, she's not even worried about that. She's worried about, and she's not worried about bills because she did tell me her insurance would take care of everything, and she had me take her insurance cards and everything and her ID to the admitting department to formally admit her, even though she was already admitted, but formally she wasn't. And so I signed everything and uh, went back up, and I they asked me to take her purse because they didn't want it stolen or anything. So I brought her purse back,
Yeah.
and she all she's worried about right now is rehab and seeing the doctors,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what happened to cause this. And I told her, I said, please don't worry about this, but you're forgetting that your grandmother and your father died of heart attacks. You survived. They didn't. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So, on a happier note, this is our 1 year anniversary, and I did get to tell her happy anniversary. And she really did start tearing up on that because she had forgotten about it because of all this. And I said, we'll celebrate when the doctor says we can celebrate. And I showed her the video yesterday where I said that it's going to be a long time before we can be physically together, but when we are, we're going to create an earthquake. And she almost laughed. Uh, but she misses the streams. I told her, don't worry, I've got it in my history on YouTube, and when you are let out, I'll let you watch them.
Yeah.
So, like I said, on a happier note, this is our 1 year anniversary, and I told you yesterday, if you want, I can talk about how we met and everything.
Sure. Go right ahead.
I was going out with some of my band members at the time, and God rest their soul, they're all gone except me, and from the original group, that is. And they took me to this nightclub in Ruston, and this song about the young men in the park with milkshakes, and she's dancing to it, and we bumped into each other and turned around, and my God, our eyes just met, and it took a while. It seemed like it was forever before we stopped looking at each other, and I immediately asked her her name. She told me. I told her mine, and we sat down and we had some drinks. Well, she had some drinks. I couldn't drink. I am I'm a 19 fixing to be 19 years sober. So And I asked her
Goals.
on a date right then and there. And that very next day, I rented a cab and I stayed in Ruston and I rented a cab and I picked her up and took her to this beautiful restaurant. And this little band was playing, and I said, "Would you like to dance?" And she said, "I'm not sure if I remember how." I said, "Bullshit, come on." And we started dancing. We danced that whole night away. And I don't know why, but we have been dating off and on for almost 19 years. And last year, she said, "I would like for us to get back together, and this time let's please make it stick." And in October of that year, last year, I said, "Why don't we get married?" And she was driving at the time, and she pulls over and hits those brakes and puts it in park. She said, "Are you serious?" And I pulled out this box and opened it. Of course, I can't get on my knees, shit. That's why I did it in the car. And I asked her to marry me, and she just gave me a big old kiss, said yes, and I put it on her finger. And on November 19th, we we found her preacher, Pentecostal preacher, said, "Yes, I will stand at the altar, and you can recite your vows, and in the eyes of the Lord, you will be married. But by the state and the government, you're not." So, and we did, and ever since then, it has been a magic moment every day. We are soulmates, Charlotte. No one can love anyone the way we love for each other. Mikey understands, and I hope one day you will understand too, dear.
Yeah.
Uh, I would give my life. I would rather have had the heart attack than her. I would give up my life to save her. That's how much I love her.
Yeah.
There is no other. I told her this from the beginning. I said, this is when, before her identity was stolen, I said, "Renee, I love you more than my own life. There is no other women on this earth. I don't see any other women. I see only you. You are the star in my night sky, and you are the sun in my morning.
Yeah.
You are the air that I breathe. There is nothing I wouldn't do for you." And
Yeah.
she knows it's true. I'm sorry. It's just,
It's a beautiful story.
uh, I love the woman. She's my woman, and I'm her man. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
where's the rest of the gang?
You want them in?
Yes,
Let's bring him in.
we need we need to laugh,
Yes.
especially since PvP has been wanting me for so long. She laughed at that last night. I said, shh, shh. And she was able to eat, thank God, but it wasn't really solid food. It was just soup. But at least she was able to hold something down. But
That's good.
and her first day of drinking water, oh God, she wanted to drink that whole damn thing. But they said, no, 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 sip, only sip. But
Yeah, I get
yeah,
that.
she died,
Oops.
almost died laughing. She tried not to laugh out loud, but she did. She said, "Well, I got competition." I say, she said, "I didn't think it would be PvP. I thought it'd be Mikey."
Mikey, what did you say, Mikey?
Jay, we need to talk,
Yeah.
The talk is
brother.
amazing.
We need to talk.
Oh,
There you are,
please, dear, let's
beautiful
talk.
human being. You crazy, beautiful human
Now,
being.
I have played a gay man on stage.
Ooh. PvP's here. He wants to hear all about it.
He wants to
Hello,
know,
baby. How
man.
you doing?
He doesn't want to be. He doesn't
Okay.
want to be the one left in the back.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. No,
You
I'm
love it.
very
Yes.
straight. I'm a very straight man. So
Ah.
yes, I don't.
And so am I.
I
Thank God.
I don't bat for the other team. Let's put it that way.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, I thought you were my
Oh,
all
favorite
right.
Batman.
well,
Only
I mean,
for
don't be
today.
disappointed,
Okay,
Charlotte.
jeez.
Charlotte, I am available.
Sorry.
You know this.
And Vince, hello,
I love
Coco
teasing Charlotte.
Suco, Papa Shango. Welcome. And DJ Play Nice, welcome. And
Yeah, that was.
Lizzie Armstrong, our
Oh
beautiful
yeah,
Lizzie
chat,
from Aussie land.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody I'm recognizing in the chat here. And of course, CPVP and our beautiful Jay, our beautiful hostess with the mostest, our niece. And of course, Mom, hey, Mom, if you're over there.
Hey,
Hey,
mom's
Mom,
hand.
drag your arm over. Come on, and
Mom, mom.
Mikey
We
and
only,
Susie
we
are
only,
saying
we only.
hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, mom's hand.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
You
I'm
know,
grabbing your
She
arm,
did the
Mom.
crab.
mom's
I,
hand. Mom's hand
I'm
reminds me of
glad
that.
she doesn't hear what we say.
Oh,
You
she
guys,
does.
you guys,
she
you
Oh,
guys
does.
have.
shit.
You got a very tolerant mother there, Charlotte. If she listens to us babble
No.
on.
Her
Where
mom
do
is
you
the
think I learned
greatest.
it?
Her mom
Where
is
do
the
you think
greatest.
I
She's
learned
so
it from?
open. No,
Hey,
Mom's
hey,
so open. I mean, she's the greatest.
have
I
you
think
guys,
so.
have you seen the Addams Family, like the old 1960s comedy horror show?
Oh,
Yeah.
My mom has.
absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
every time I see Mom's hand, it takes me back to the Addams
Yeah.
Family.
I mean,
I'm thinking
Thing.
of
yeah,
the hand of
thing.
thing, right? I think of that every
Thing.
time.
Here it
Why,
is. Here
thank
it
you,
is.
Oh,
Thing.
no.
There it is.
We're
Thank you,
just
Thing.
Yeah. Oh
Of
man.
course, State Cassidy playing the
Yeah.
piano. No, the harpsichord. It's not a piano, it's a harpsichord.
I always think of Ted Cassidy as Ruck in the Star Trek episode, though.
Oh, yeah, what are little girls
Yeah.
made of?
I mean,
Yeah.
that guy was enormous. Like, I mean, I can't believe he actually physically picked Shatner up in several scenes in that episode, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like,
He was
wow, and he
very
just like
muscular.
lifts him like 6 feet off the ground or something. I think,
I
wow, this guy's
know.
strong.
I
Yeah.
quoted a couple of songs that I thought
Uh-huh.
perfectly applied there, Brother Jay, to you and LeAnna.
Okay.
The one I said where, all I need is the air that I breathe just to love you. That's the Hollies.
Oh, Air
Great
Supply.
song.
Oh, Hollies. That's Hollies, right?
The Hollies. Yes, that's a great song.
That is a 60s.
I sing that to I like singing that to
Is that
Suzanne
60s or
because
70s? I forget.
60s, late 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're
Hollies.
right
We
around the time.
like Air Supply's. I can't think of the name of the song. It was in
Not all
the
out of love, right?
80s. I think it was the
Oh,
80s.
I wait, I know which
You're
one.
all out of love or something.
Well, not all out of
Oh
love.
yeah, that was one of their hits, wasn't it?
That was one of their hits. The other one I was thinking, making love out of nothing at all. Making love out of nothing at all. Yeah, that one.
Huh. You know what's
Beautiful.
a good love song, kinda. It doesn't directly sing about one person, but it's the sweet song "Love Is Like Oxygen." Have you guys ever heard?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, but it's
Oh
sweet.
yes.
Love
You,
is like
you have to hear, but you
oxygen.
got to hear the
Like
entire,
image.
like the 6 minute version, like the long album version.
I
Like
have the long version. I have
yeah,
the
don't
download
listen
long
to
version.
the radio edit because that's not nearly as good
No,
because it
no, the
cuts a
long
lot out.
version is the best. Yeah, I
That's
totally agree
really
with
good.
that.
That's one of my favorite kind of semi love songs, even though it's not directed specifically at
And,
anybody.
and what was it you said earlier? You said 19 years sober. That sounds like a country western song.
Well, doesn't it? Been
It
19
does. I mean, I've
years
been 10 years sober
sober and
before.
I'm used to fall on my face. Then I got sober and I left that dirty place.
Oh man.
I should have been a
Yeah.
country singer.
I
I
never
love it.
had alcohol in my entire
Oh,
life, and after my
oh,
mother, you got to understand,
oh.
Yeah.
my mother and my dad
Oh, and
believed that
hello,
you
Johnny.
shouldn't
Hello,
be
Santa Claus.
dating until
Let's see.
you leave the house.
Vaporwave
All you
mix.
need to think about is school,
I love vaporwave.
graduating high school. Then get out of the house, then you can date. Okay.
Yeah,
After my dad died, my
great.
mother literally was depressed. She literally sunk into the back of her head.
Oh wow.
Oh. Well,
Great depression.
you probably mean
And
Oh
metaphorically.
my.
You mean metaphorically, I'm guessing,
Oh
Jay.
my.
Not literally.
uh,
Literally, that image is scaring me right now.
she she literally did not speak for a year.
Well, that I could understand then. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to, I've
Wow.
never
For the
cooked,
notes. What
I've
happened
never
to
cleaned the house, I've never
the
washed
notes?
dishes,
Oh,
clothes, mowed the yard, didn't do anything.
I
Well,
know what
I had
that's
to
like.
learn everything. And I never had my first date until after she died because I was tending to her for 18 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
So, 36 years old and starting dating for the
Yeah.
first time. And
Wow.
That does sound daunting, I gotta say.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I learned a lot, but
Wow. Well, one good thing, you were at least a mature adult when you started dating, which probably,
yes,
helps a bit, right? Like, when you're a teenager and you date the wrong people, it can be a bit of a drag after a while,
Yeah.
yeah,
But what's important is that Renee LeAnna, however she is for you, she is a bond. You two share a distinctive
she's my
bond.
soulmate, and I'm hers.
Exactly. And you know how Suzanne and I are soulmates since day
Yes,
one, since we met each other online, March 1st, 2010. 15 years. I have never
yeah.
had a longer relationship, and I'm pleased to say we're going to be together forever. Um, you know,
God willing,
that's
and the
the
creek
best
don't
part of
rise.
it. God willing, yes, unless God decides, hey, it's time for you to get your ass up into heaven, okay? Kick my ass. Okay, all right. Yeah. So,
That
I'm
sounds
so
like
glad
another
he
country
didn't
song.
take her, though.
yeah, kick my ass into heaven.
It's
And I
like,
know God
it's
will
like,
wait there.
Jesus, please kick my ass into heaven. I'm tired of this dirty old world.
Yeah.
I'm going to make
I'll be here no more.
I should, I'm starting to think I should start writing the lyrics for a
I think
country
you should
album.
start writing country music songs
Oh,
again. You'd probably be
help
better
me.
than
I
half the
think we
people.
just
Oh, help
found
me.
the replacement for Buck Owens.
Well, I'll take that as a great compliment.
Yeah, that's a great compliment. Yeah, that is good.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow. Okay,
He's
start
a
writing
picking and
now,
I'm a
PvP.
grinning.
Bill, start writing. Come on.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be very good at honestly writing lyrics. Like
Oh,
I
come on.
tried when I was a teenager a couple times, and I would look at it the next day and I would be like, nope, that's going in the basket. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't have a knack for it.
Mikey
Although
was
maybe
talking.
now I would. I don't know. It's been a long time since I tried. So
I want
Mikey
Suzanne
was
to.
talking about his
Yeah.
song that he sang to Suzanne all the time.
Mhm.
There is a song that me and LeAnna, it's our song. We call it our song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is fitting today
Thank you,
because it
DJ.
talks
Thank you
about
so
a
much, everybody.
man and a woman that is separated. Um, he's in a motel room and he wants to call his love and tells the operator to charge it to 702 and starts wooing her on the phone. And it's called Private Part of My Heart. And it literally is our love song. It speaks about us. And I highly recommend y'all listen to it. It's, of course, from Conway Twitty. It's called Private Part of My Heart.
hmm,
It is
Mm,
a wonderful love song.
hmm.
yeah. I'm sure.
Nothing,
Yeah. I'm
nothing
sure.
as potent as Crystal Ball, but uh,
Well, as I said,
it's great.
yeah, as I said, our song is "Stuck with You" by Huey Lewis on the News. It was the first song we heard when we first started talking to one another, and it was a song we heard on our way to the wedding day when we went to the courthouse with my parents.
Ah,
It has always been there. It's just a fantastic song. The other one I always think of is "Even the Nights Are Better" by Air Supply. You were just talking about that, and I sang that to her one night. She started bawling just because I was in perfect harmony that night. I didn't even have anybody
Right.
else sing it. I did it myself. So
hmm.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. I love Suzanne to death, literally till death do us part. Yeah,
I know
that's
what you're
how it
talking
is.
about.
That's how it is when someone you finally find in this life is your most important person. You would do anything for anything. That is
I
absolutely
would
true, my brother. Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
step into that bullet for her.
I know, I know you will. You're there. I mean, you're there. I mean, you're there in spirit
It
and in
just
mind
breaks
and
my heart
body and
that she's
soul and
lying
everything.
in that hospital bed. Hurt. I know she's
Dude,
hurting.
dude,
well,
you know
yeah.
how I felt. I
I
told
would
you,
have taken her place.
yeah. I told
I
you how I
literally
felt.
would have taken her place.
Yeah, I told you guys yesterday, which was a great stream, by the way. Niece Charlotte, thank you so much. Um, I told you guys yesterday, when she was going through her most difficult surgery with her both of her hernias and stuff, I said, I don't want to leave you. I want to be here the whole week. She said, oh, no, no, go home. Get to the cats. She literally had to have the nurses drag me out of the room because I wasn't going to leave. And she said, well, you got to go home to our babies. Our babies miss us. And they don't know where mom's been for 72 hours. And I said, okay, I'll go home. And I went home and stayed home for a couple days just to reassure the girls we were okay. Mommy's just gone for a little bit, but she'll be back. And then on that Friday, I went, late Thursday night, went back, spent the night with her. And that Friday, I took her home, and the cats were all, whoa, mom, and oh God, it was so, yeah, I can't begin to describe it. It was just ultimate joy, just cats knew. Cats know these things.
They do.
They
Well,
do.
I always get frustrated when people say, "Oh, cats
Mm,
are emotionless. Cats aren't
I
friendly."
love to hear it.
No,
I mean,
frick not.
I've known cats that are very cuddly, like they just want to jump on your lap and cuddle, right? And
Yeah,
you
and
know,
dogs know
Thank
that
God
too.
you
Dogs
said
do
that
know that
instead of
too.
something else.
well, okay, I'm not that crazy. But seriously, I mean,
Oh my God.
I've known. Well, I always have a. I've always a kind of a rapport with cats though, because my cousin used to have a black cat. Like we're talking like
Awesome.
back in the 70s. Like this is ancient history, right? And this cat must have been mistreated before my cousin's family adopted it, right? Because it
Yeah.
would never come up to anybody except my cousin and his
Oh,
family,
oh,
and the cat would never get close to me for a long time. And then
oh.
one night, my cousin had the stereo downstairs. We'd play our rock and roll records that we just bought on the weekends. And for
Yeah.
some reason, the cat walked into the room and he looked around, and the cat all of a sudden jumps up on my lap and goes to sleep. And I'm like, wow, this is
Oh
really
yeah.
unusual, you know. So
Oh my gosh.
I've always had a kind of a friendly rapport with kitty cats.
Yeah. I just want to quickly say that Miss Lizzie Armstrong, our dear lady there in Aussie land, she says Fifi the parrot right now is listening to us and talking to us like we're in the chat. Fifi's
Come on
talking to
up,
us right
darling.
now. Yeah,
That's
come
good.
on up, Lizzie. Yeah, come on
I'll
up.
resend the link. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Charlotte. I
Resend
know
the
you
link.
sent it
Me
earlier.
and her talked after the Twin Peaks marathon, and
Uh-huh.
there was a new guy that came up that I've never seen before. He's Prince something something from Chicago,
Oh yeah,
and
Godfather. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he
Cats are
that I
very smart.
love that dude. Uh, Man, he made me laugh. Anybody make me laugh, I love you.
That's Godfather for you. That's good.
Yeah,
That's Godfather.
definitely.
I should have him
I
on
I
here.
was bullied in school most of my life, so I found that if I can make people laugh, they won't bully me. So
Yeah.
Mm,
that's when I started
me
with
too.
my jokes.
yeah.
We
Well,
we are the ultimate nerds. We got bullied. The only thing I was missing in school was the pocket protector. That's the only thing I was missing.
well,
Otherwise, I was
yeah.
complete nerdum. Complete nerdum.
I was
That's it.
severely
I had
bullied in
one.
school, very bad.
You had one? Oh no. Okay.
I had a guy
Okay.
named Terry Kachuk. He's probably deceased now. Well, I hope he is, and I know which place I want him to go to.
What?
He was horrible. He
Evil
was
thought?
We
very.
had we
He
all
was
have that one
nasty.
person we want to send straight to hell.
He dedicated
Well,
his
there's a
entire.
few I could say, but right now it's a Sunday and I
He
want to be
he
Christian.
dedicated his existence to making my life a living H, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, of
Mm.
course.
And it wasn't just me. I Let's put it this way: this guy was so evil. There was a little kid called Carl Moe, and
Mm.
one day Terry grabs Moe, picks him up by his underpants, like by his
Ooh.
shorts,
Ooh.
like lifts him like 3 feet off the air until his underpants rip apart.
Oh.
Can you imagine what
Yeah.
kind of ultimate wedgie that must have felt like for poor Carl?
Oh,
Mm.
that's just the worst.
This is the kind of guy he was. He was evil. I don't use that word lightly either very often, but oh, he tortured me for years and years
Now,
and years. He was a
there were
bad,
these,
bad man.
yeah, there
What's
were
he doing
these two
now?
guys. There were these
Well, I
two.
haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in like, I don't know, 15 years at least,
Yeah.
20 years. And hopefully he's, underground by now.
Wow.
Because I have no sympathy for
I
him. He was a very
Hey,
bad
you know
person.
I
what
had
God
two.
did to the Israelites that decided to forget about God and created the golden calf? He he just literally opened up the earth and sucked them into the earth.
Yeah.
Smoked them. Smoked them. Yeah.
No, that's not when he did it. He did it when there was an uprising. Uh,
Mhm.
they were trying to say that a few people were better than Moses, and he said, separate the ones that are doing this. And he just opened the earth and they sunk into the earth, the fiery
Mm-hmm.
pits of hell.
Well, that's like that scene in Ten Commandments, isn't it, Jay, where he
Yeah.
says, all of you who are with me, come to this side, and all of you who aren't, stay on your side, and then the earth opens up, and yeah, I always really liked Cecil B. DeMille's film. I mean, I don't know how accurate every bit of it was, but it seemed like it was pretty authentic for a lot of
It
it.
was pretty accurate. It
Mm.
was.
Yeah.
And I
There are two bullies that I completely remember. One was named Scott LaMountain. The other one was Michael Teed. Those kids since fourth grade bothered the hell out of me. They even intentionally pushed me into a locker, not once, not twice, but a number of times. And
seriously,
yes, seriously. And even when we went down to Mexico for a Mexican field trip with our Spanish class. Unfortunately, those two guys were in it. Well, they had to be. It was a required class. You had to
oh
learn
boy,
Spanish or you couldn't graduate. And we go down there to Nogales and then we spent the day there. But we didn't know that Scott and Mike had bought some firecrackers illegally
Oh,
and
oh
hid them
boy.
back. And the next thing I know, they got pissed off with this one guy, blew up his locker with the firecrackers. Thank God it wasn't mine. I had books
Jeez.
in there and shit, and I didn't. Excuse me, sorry, Charlotte.
Okay.
I had stuff in there, and it
Wow.
was just I didn't want them to blow up my So I didn't say a word, but some people did tell on them, and they got retribution. The people that
Good.
told on them, yeah. I did
That's
not
good.
want to be friends with them at that time. And yet, okay, so then I came into one of my recent high school reunions about 10 or so years ago. I just remembered this year would have been my 30th I celebrated, but I didn't go to my 40th. But I found Mike and Scott online, on Facebook, and they said, Michael. And I said, okay, now when people say Michael, you know what happens.
Oh yeah.
Something is going to be serious.
Yeah.
And Mike Teed he said to me, he said, I want to consider us to be friends, longtime friends. He says, I know I treated you shitty. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
It's okay.
But yeah,
It's
but I mean, I
context.
know I treated you shitty in school, and I am so sorry. He says, I have really grown now to realize that, you were a good friend, even though we treated you like crap. And I've talked to Scott. Scott has said the same
that
thing.
means
Scott Lamont
something
said
happened to
same
them
thing.
to get that
I
clarification.
think I believe so. I believe that
Well,
God humbled them,
I
which needs
think
to happen. They need to be
I
humbled.
I think some people just have enough life experience to finally grow the heck up, right?
Yep.
Which it sounds like he did. Because see, this is when I saw Terry. I was walking home, and he drives up in his pickup truck, and he makes a point to stop at the intersection and roll his window down and address me as in, "Do you remember me?" Ha ha. He's kind of laughing it, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And I said, "Yeah, I effing remember you." And I just kept walking. That's the last time I saw him. And we would have been in our mid to late 40s when I saw him about 20 years ago, right? So
Yeah.
he had obviously not matured one bit. He was still the same, moron that he was. He probably will be, if he's still alive for the rest of his days. But he never, well, he was pretty dumb anyway. Even when I knew him in grade school, he was kind of a goofball, just
Mhm.
well, not and in a bad way, not in a funny way. Uh, but Mikey, I just want to add on, you like your when you found them again at Spanish school or whatever.
Well, we were together in Spanish class, and still they
Yeah.
were obnoxious and
See,
crazy,
the thing
crazy
is,
guys.
I dropped out of junior high at age 13 because I couldn't stand the bullies anymore. And I actually went to work for my father for 2 years. He used to stucco houses, and if you don't know what stucco is on a house, you can Google it. Uh,
I
but
know
anyway,
stucco.
yeah, it's
We have that in
basically
Arizona. Yeah.
you put like a mud. He called it mud. It's kind of like a stucco thing, and then he sprinkled rock chips into it, right? With
Yep.
My dad tried laying stucco until we found one of our cousins who actually has his own construction business and
mm,
can actually do it right and
yeah,
professionally. But my
right.
dad tried it. He almost slipped a few times off the roof and could have killed himself.
Well, that's
My
the
mother
thing.
is
Like,
freaking out this whole time, going, "You're laying stucco? What are you doing?" I don't want to
well,
say
the
my
thing
dad's
is,
ruining my hair, but
I was 13 years old, and I would have to mix the plaster. There'd be like lime and I
Yeah.
forget the ingredients. And
Dangerous
put it in the
chemicals up there
mixer.
too. Dangerous chemicals up there too, Bill. I'm just surprised you survived that.
Well, the thing is, I'd have to take a bucket. I'd have to fill a bucket full, and that's like I don't know, 20 pounds probably.
Easily.
I'd have. We had two ladders like that, like would lean against the building, and then there's
Hey,
a
Michael.
plank. There's a plank in the middle where my father would be standing on. I'd have to climb up like a 15-foot ladder to give him this bucket, and I would probably do that. I don't know, 50 times a day, even in the freezing cold winter, right?
Right.
And it was not a fun job. After 2 years, I said I can't do this anymore. So that's when I went back to college because they had a high school upgrading program by then, right? So I went back and I got my equivalency of like high school diploma. But guess who was in the class when I walked in the first day? Terry.
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 And he tortured me for the next 2 years. Yep. Yeah,
Some
but I
people
got
just
through it.
can't.
Some people just can't be decent.
Well, and they can't be redeemed. But you still pray for their soul, right? I mean, you still do. That's what
No,
Jesus would have done.
well, yeah, but I got to be honest, not so much.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, what you do
know.
is you just what you do, and I hope that Jay agrees with this. But what you do is you pray for their soul. You pray for your enemies, and if they're carried on to the next level, that's God's decision, and however that ends up. But you just continue to pray until they're gone, and even
Yeah,
after.
well, I just don't. I don't
It's
actually.
just
I have.
being.
I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
even. I haven't even thought of that clown in like 15 years, so I just
yeah,
don't
it's
think about him at all.
difficult. Well, Charlotte, you told me. I won't go into too much detail, but you told me that you were bullied as well, and you felt really like alone when you were bullied, right? A lot, and I understand. I mean, I get it. When you feel like nobody really cares, right? Well, now you know your folks love you, right? You know your family loves you, and that'll help you get through most days, and it will. I had cousins, so I felt thankful that I'd be able to spend time with my cousins and my aunt, my other big aunt and Uncle Pat and Justin and so on, and I felt good, but I never felt really safe when I was in school. Even a few friends I knew, we were our own nerd clique. We were our own group, but we would get
Well, that's why
harassed.
they do it, Mikey, is because you're not in the clique that they're in,
Right.
and
Well, I
they
converted.
can't stand anybody different.
Yeah, but I like
Yep.
to say that I did convert. One of the to us was my friend Cheryl, who's still out there somewhere. God, I hope she's still alive. She's been gone now for 3 years since she lost her mother. Just went off the rails and she's gone. She's out there somewhere, and I
Yeah.
haven't heard from her. So I hope she hasn't passed away. Dear friend, definitely. And of course, I worry
It's
about
hard to
Larry. I worry
lose
about
a
you, Jay,
spouse or a parent.
and our other friend Jay. I mean, but they're our family. Yeah, they're extended family to us. My parents recognize them. They know them. They know everybody I talk about, and they worry about them.
Well, yeah,
I
Rightfully so.
told that to Lizzie last night.
Yeah,
I said,
you know,
I've only known Lizzie for only a few weeks
yeah,
because of this dream,
yeah.
but I consider her one of my best friends and my family.
I
And I
interesting
mean
what
it.
you
And
said.
I mean that for you, Charlotte, you, PvP, and yes, even you, Mikey, and Suzanne.
And yes,
You
even you.
Oh,
are.
and yes, even me. Okay, I hope so. My parents
I
already
didn't
have
want you
you
to
and me
feel.
on
I
their
didn't
prayer
want
list.
you to feel left out, brother.
I'm not
I
left out.
love every one of you. You are in my heart
Yeah,
and
Thank
my
you.
soul.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
And you told LeAnna
The
that
three of you, including Lizzie, are my family. You're
we
my
love
best
you.
friends. And
Yeah.
if I ever win the lottery, I will get us all together.
Yeah, drag us all down there to you in Louisiana. We'll go over to New
Oh,
Orleans.
no. Oh, hell no. We're going to Las Vegas.
Okay, Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
We're
We'll
going to
go
get
see the
drunk
sky.
except me, and
Hey,
except
I'm not gambling
Mikey,
there.
and we're going to gamble, and
You
we
can
may even
gamble. I
see
can't
some
gamble.
things
I'm
we shouldn't
terrible.
see. But anyway,
I
Uh-oh.
do terrible at gambling tables. I don't do that. Slots maybe, but I'm just not a
Oh,
gambling table
we
man.
may
the
see some
slot.
shows we shouldn't see. So
We should go see some shows. That would
You
be.
know,
I got to see Cher. That was great. I loved her
okay.
live and everything. Yeah, that was fantastic.
By the way,
Jersey Boys.
I wanted to follow up on the geeky thing at school because my best friend,
Yes.
I had one friend in primary school. He was named Gary Pringle, and
Pringle.
he was the skinny kid, and I was the fat kid. So we were like Laurel
Oh.
and Hardy hanging out together, right?
Aw.
And we were both total sci-fi nerds. We were into Star Trek, we were into UFO, Space 1999, you name it, we were into it. And so we would just go out and hang out. And well, we were kids, so we were little kids, and we'd play in the sandbox on when we weren't at school on the weekend. We'd build sand castles and have little plastic soldiers having wars. I mean, it's kid stuff, right? But we'd also sit down. We'd go to his room because he had a TV in his room, and we watch all the sci-fi stuff on the weekends too. So we were great buddies. And then, of course, his dad got transferred down to the coast. 4 or 5 hours away, and that was it. Kind of
My
sucked, but
brother. I told you what happened with my brother Phil and I. We built this kind of moat, and we put gasoline in it. This is
oh
out in the Arizona
no,
desert. In the Arizona
oh
desert,
that's
and
not
no,
how
and
you get to the
I
moon,
found
Mikey.
a match, and this was a
no,
terrible black ant pile, right? This was a black ant hole.
oh,
Everything, it was plaguing us. It would bite. They would bite us every once in a while. My
oh,
brother and I said, finally, damn it, let's just destroy these ants. And we just built the moat, and then I threw in a match, big flames coming out and just wiping out the ants here and there. And then my dad got home, and I'm like, oh crap, oh man, was I punished that day? We were. Oh my god. My dad said, what
I
are you trying
must
to do?
be
Burn the house
evil.
down?
I must be evil
oh,
because I get so much excited and satisfied by watching this guy pour molten steel on these ant hills.
ooh,
Wow.
molten steel. Wow,
Molten
that's really
steel.
nasty. Jeez.
Yeah, I know about the Punk Rock Museum there, DJ. And also, we want to welcome Michael Castillo to the chat as well. Yes, I
I
do
thought it.
remember that. I went to the last one of the last times I was in Vegas. I went to that wonderful car museum they have there, with all
Oh,
the awesome cars, the Batmobile, and all those stuff.
really?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Does it
just
have
intense.
the Green Hornet Black Beauty?
Oh, damn right it does. Are you kidding? That was
Wow.
one of the first cars I wanted to see was the Green Hornet one. And it
That
was
was one of
there.
the coolest things about that show that only lasted one season, like
One
25 episodes.
season.
Well, there were
Yeah.
two things great about it. The Black Beauty was awesome when it would roll out of the garage to go fight crime at night because it had those.
Yeah.
Remember, it had those green headlights. Like those
Yes.
green
Yeah.
headlights were like, wow, this is cool. And
Yep.
Kato driving the car was played by kung fu legend Bruce Lee in his first North American appearance back on on TV. Like nobody knew who Bruce was when he starred in that show. And of course, my favorite parts of the episodes was when Bruce would just come up against bad guys and just kick their asses with all his kung fu stuff. He'd kick them in the head, he'd kick them in the ass, he'd kick them 6 ways to Sunday, and
Yeah.
he'd keep kicking them. I loved it. God,
I
he's
want
so
to
good.
tell you
Actually,
guys.
it wasn't Bruce Lee that
No,
starred
Bruce
in.
Lee.
It was Bruce Wee.
Okay, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, so sorry, so sorry.
No, I want to tell you guys a
Oh
secret
boy.
I found out. This is absolutely true. There was
Absolutely.
Lizzie.
Hello, Miss Lizzie.
Hey there.
Hello, good to
Hello,
see you,
darling.
sweetheart.
Hey there.
Fifi's talking to us. Ah,
The Fifi's
there
talking
she
to you.
goes. Anyway,
She was
this is
talking.
true story, guys. I found out.
Aww.
So you know the episode. There was only a couple times that Green Hornet and the original Batman TV series crossed over. Well, there was
Yeah.
a fight scene in this ballroom. There's a fight scene between the four of them, and literally, Adam West said to Van Johnson, he said, "Come on, we got to make this look good, right? I mean, we're going to do this ourselves. We're not going to have stunt, men bullshit. All this. We're going to fight." And literally, when you see the four of them in the ballroom, they're all fighting. That's real. And when Bruce Lee's kicking Burt Ward's butt because he was such a good stuntman and he could take hits, that is Bruce Lee kicking him in the face and doing all sorts of stuff, going, yeah,
Well, they
yeah.
also know how to deflect.
Amazing.
It makes it literally looks like they're being kicked, but they're not really being kicked because
Well, no, but they are
the
because
studio
it's
wouldn't allow them to get physical
no.
like that
Well, okay, they wouldn't
and
allow
get
Bruce Lee to take
sued.
him full on in the face, but I'm just saying their fight was real. That was when
It's
they had
almost right
Roger.
at their face. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
But
Roger C.
Burt
Carmel was
Ward
in that
did
episode.
admit that he did hit Bruce Lee once, and Bruce Lee reciprocated and kicked him right in the face.
Yeah, Burt Ward, man. It's like woof.
Well,
Ah,
the thing is, so this is 1960s, and I think the
what a
rules about
precision.
insurance were a lot more lax back in the 60s because I don't think now they wouldn't even allow actors to engage in their own stunts, right?
Right.
For the
Not
most part.
after that stuntman was killed.
Yeah.
That's when things got just a little
They
bit
kind of
Yeah,
cut it
harsh
back.
in the
Yeah.
50s
yeah. The
because
Yeah.
thing
a
is,
stuntman, I think it might have been in the 40s or 50s. It was during Ten Commandments, and one of the stuntmen was killed.
that was 50s, but the
Yeah.
60s still didn't have the tight
No,
controls.
it doesn't have it as much as it does now, but
Thing is, though, what I'm thinking is like, for instance, my favorite show, Star Trek. I mean, you look at those episodes, and Shatner is taking a lot of roles, flying on the ground, flying up against a wall. I mean, he's really taken but the thing is, actors back then knew how to fall. They knew how to roll. They knew how to take a punch they knew how to do all this stuff without actually getting hurt, right? And they were so well trained that they knew the craft and they knew how to do a fight scene,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
back in those days.
the episode of the Gorn, Bill Shatner and Leonard Nimoy got physically hurt when a blast came near them and it damaged their eardrum, and
Yeah,
Shatner and Nimoy had lasting repercussions of that.
they
That
had
Oh,
tinnitus.
Shatner,
Tinnitus.
tinnitus.
yeah,
They had
he
tinnitus for
hears a
years.
loud
Yeah.
noise in his left or
That
right ear
explosion with
constantly.
that makeshift bomb he made. Oh yeah.
Well, that was right at the start of Arena, which is the name of the episode. And
Right.
I can't believe they put their two stars of the show with actual explosions going off all around them. Like, this
It
is like
was.
real explosions, not special effects. It's practical. It's like
Well,
boom,
what it
boom, boom.
is the
And I'm like,
special
whoa.
effects guy. He was out that day, and his assistant was doing it,
Oh,
and he accidentally hit the wrong
oh
button, and the
no.
wrong explosion went off first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember when Shatner and Nimoy were like running around, rolling on the ground, whatever they
Yes.
were
Yes.
doing
Yep.
Yes.
in the first scene. Those explosions were pretty close sometimes
Oh,
to
they were critical. Yeah.
and there was like looked like real rocks and stuff flying through the air. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
surprised they didn't get even more hurt doing that
Yeah.
scene.
I
You
know.
want to hear something? I didn't tell you one other thing. You want to hear something ironic? That again, as I said, that fight scene between the four of them is my favorite of both series. But the fact is, the guess who the villain was played by? Roger C. Carmel. You played Colonel Gum. That was his name. He was one that
Yeah.
stole stamps and shit. And
Oh
I was
God.
like, oh my god, hardcore Fenton Mud.
He also did
Like,
the voice
great,
of the
that's great though.
Cyclonus in the third and fourth season of the Transformers cartoon. He was Cyclonus.
He was. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carmel was fantastic.
That's one of
I'm so
LeAnna's
sad we lost him
favorite
so early.
cartoons.
Yeah, Yeah. Well, he did a lot of voiceovers. Yeah. Roger did a lot of voiceovers work
Yep.
towards the end. I
He
mean, till he
died too
was
young.
yes, I totally agree. He's still to this day in Star Trek lore. That episode, I Mud, is still my all-time favorite. I'll watch it in complete loop
I
and
like
never
Mud's
like
women
how I
more than
would.
I do I Mud.
You know, I'm the outrider here. I never liked Harry Mudd's character. I found him annoying, and
Aw.
I don't like
Me
those
too.
episodes.
But
I
if I had to
don't.
pick one of the episodes, it'd be the first one.
I would go with the second one. I'd have to go on Mikey's side there because
I
the
Mud
second
is
one,
still
It
more
was too
fun.
ridiculous.
exactly. That's
But
why I can
that's why it's so great.
that's why I can watch it because it's totally ridiculous.
Because it's
Which
so
is
great. It's better than Spock's brain. Come on now.
well, you know, the
No,
first one.
no, I like Spock's brain.
No, that's insane.
Oh,
Come on.
I look at Spock's brain as a 1950s campy B movie, and that's how
If
I
I
can
get
enjoy it.
bored, I'll
Well,
watch
Star
it.
Trek
But
was
come
a
on now.
campy show.
Well, not really. I think Star Trek was very, very,
It
very.
was Star Trek was kind of like Outer Limits or Twilight Zone to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are both pretty serious shows too.
Yeah,
Most of
Yeah.
the time.
I gotta tell you, I know you guys don't like that episode called "And the Children Shall Lead,"
I
but
hate it.
Oh
Pamela
God.
Ferdin, but Pamela Ferdin is still alive. She's an animal rights activist, and I love that. She has her own cats, she has dogs, she has every kind of zoo animal you can think of. She takes care of like every forlorn and lost animal out there and stuff. And I just remember her as Lucy Van Pelt doing the voice, and I'm like, and I felt bad for her at the time when she had to do that Star Trek episode. I'm like, why do you have to go like that? No, 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 no.
I
That's
think
Lucy.
if I had to put the
Not her.
bottom, if I had to put the bottom 5 episodes of the original series, that would be at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That would be.
That would be
I mean,
at the very top of the worst.
Yes.
yeah, it's horrible. I mean, even Turnabout Intruder, which a lot of people hate, which I've actually come to appreciate some of the qualities of that episode over the decades.
Well, it's because of Shatner being, acting like,
Supposedly,
Janice
like he's
Lester,
been switched.
Janice Lester becoming humble and
Yeah.
still thought
Well,
provoking like Kirk is, but then the other side of it being, evil and mean and all this other stuff.
Well, the thing is, what I've come to appreciate about that episode over the years, because as a kid I hated it,
Captain Janeway.
but
Go
I
for
found
sleep,
God.
Shatner's performance wasn't as over the top as I first thought it was after repeated viewings. He actually was playing, because the thing is, people
He was
don't
trying to
get,
play a woman in a man's
but,
body.
but he's
Right.
not trying to just play any woman. He's playing Janice Lester, the character.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's what makes it watchable, is because if he was just playing generic women, it would be kind of sexist. But since he's playing Janice Lester, which she's kind of a bit of a nutcase anyway, even at the start of the episode,
Right.
it kind of all adds up. And the guest star,
And
the lady that plays Kirk, Kirk is inhabiting her body. She does a really good job of it too, I thought, kind of portraying like Kirk. And she's just like a guest star portraying the captain. And it kind of actually works when you watch it. If you watch it a few times, it's not as bad as I thought it was. So it's still probably in the bottom episodes, but I don't hate it as much as some of the other ones.
Hey, Brother Jay, what's the other one that's in the worst? The hippies, the one that wear spots of
That Charlie X.
No, that's not Charlie X.
I don't mind Charlie X.
I like
No,
Charlie X.
I said I can't stand Charlie X.
Oh, come on. He was okay.
Well,
Way to Eden.
Hi, Palin.
Way to Eden.
Is that it? Way to Eden. Yes, that's it. Hi, Palin.
Hey there.
We're in a nerd panel right now, Palin.
But yeah, Way to Eden. The only good thing about Way to Eden is that there's that one woman that beams up that's like a lost love of Chekhov's. Remember that bit?
Yes, yes.
That's the only
Or
redeeming
LeAnna.
quality.
That made me
Yeah.
feel weird. How did Chekhov, as young as he was, find this woman? Where did he find her?
They must have been like
At,
teenage
at
lovers or
Starfleet
something.
Academy. They told
I
you
know
that they were
Starfleet
in the
Academy.
academy.
Jay, I know, but they must have been really young people for him to fall in love with her.
Well, didn't Wesley go to the academy in Next Gen?
Oh, shut up, Wesley.
But he did, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was probably like almost still a teenager. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, what other bad episodes are there? I'm kind of enjoying talking about horrible Trek episodes.
Uh,
Mud and his women.
I don't like much women because I think, well, I think like even when Spock is getting turned
Let's
on, it's like,
see.
come on,
Oh,
no,
no.
that
I
ain't
didn't
gonna
want to hear
happen.
that. He's
But
a
even
Vulcan.
But
Come
even
on.
Spock is kind of getting affected, in some parts of the episode.
Do you want you want to know what I really appreciated when Spock got into romantic entanglements, I call them. The one with Marriott Hartley with Ados, the guy who was ran that library and
All our yesterdays.
all our yesterdays. Great episode.
Oh
And I
God.
love the
Oh.
fact. I love
Yeah,
the
I like
fact
that
that
one.
I love it for the fact there was this one scene where McCoy started calling him his green blooded and all this stuff. He grabbed him. Spock, could have just snapped his neck, wouldn't have cared, no problem. And he says, "I don't like it." He says, in fact, I know I don't like what you say about me and all this.
Well,
stuff.
I think the lines were, "I don't like that.
I don't like it.
I've never liked that." Something along those lines. Like
Something
it's very
along those
direct.
lines. And that.
How
and,
about
and I
Miri?
remember, oh, Miri's
How
good.
about Miri?
I think I think it's a decent episode. I don't mind that one.
I
Oh,
love it,
no, I
especially
couldn't
for
stand
Michael, the actor that plays the bomb, the Michael
only-
guy. Yeah,
The only bad part is what's his face is miscast badly because he's obviously not a teenager.
obviously not.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I like all our yesterdays because Married Hartley is gorgeous for one thing.
Oh yeah, and she was in Logan's Run, was it? No.
No.
She was in the Gene Roddenberry Genesis 2. Yeah.
Was she? Okay.
Yes, she
But
was.
Cat's
the best-
Paw.
Yep, and she was in Cat's Paw.
Cat's Paw is kind of
It's good, too.
mediocre. I think it's mediocre.
Yeah, no, but Marriott she was in the pilot. Remember Roddenberry was trying to do a pilot and they called it Genesis 2 and she was in that. She was in that movie.
Well, he did
Oh,
several
God.
pilots, but I haven't seen him in so long I don't remember him.
The
But
Gangsters of Transkillion.
Triskelion?
Yeah.
that was never a favorite. I always thought that one was pretty goofy, actually. But hey, I just want to. The thing I like about all our yesterdays that really saves it, that redeems it, is the way Spock reverts to his proto Vulcan, like his Vulcan personality.
His proto primate attitude.
Back when Vulcan was savage, and he's going back to the savage Vulcan, right?
Yeah,
because we're back in time here, basically.
Right. Well, and when he grabbed him and whatever. Well, Nimoy is a pretty powerful guy. Okay. And DeForest Kelly's, his reaction is genuine. Like he's saying, this guy's going to tear me a new one. He's going to kill me right now. It's over. I'm dead. I just pissed him off to the ultimate point where he's going to knock me off.
Yeah, I think that part of the episode, the one part that drags it down a bit for me is the Kirk stuff with the witch trials or whatever.
God, that's just
that's kind of like the B story for me that doesn't really work too well. But
it's like a Walton story. The A story is the true thing between Marriott and Leonard and DeForest. But the terrible B story is
stepchildren.
the thing. Yeah, what's that? Okay.
Plato's stepchildren and the empath.
Yeah, but you know who I really enjoy in that episode? Michael Dunn, who plays Alexander. His whole journey, the whole thing he has to go through in that entire
and the empath.
And the empath. Yeah, the lady that goes through her thing. Yeah.
True. Well, yeah, I think the one with Alexander. What's the name of that episode again?
We just said that Alexander.
It's the Plato stepchildren.
Plato's
Stepchildren.
Stepchildren.
Yeah. That was one I used to have problems with, but actually, once again, rewatching it over the years, I've come to appreciate it's actually a pretty good episode. And he basically saves it because he is an excellent actor. Because I mainly remember him for the Wild Wild West playing Dr.
Yeah, playing
Loveless.
Make You Late to Loveless. Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite shows, too. So, yeah.
And he's my favorite villain from that series. Make You
Yeah,
Late to Loveless.
And he only got like 10 episodes out of like 114 or something. Like,
was it like 13? I thought he got like 13 or 14 episodes.
He didn't get enough as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, true. But you know what I thought was funny was when they had the TV movie and they brought in Paul Williams who plays his son.
Well, that sucked.
I know, but it was still funny. It was still funny.
It made no sense at all.
Such a short guy. He says, "You killed my dad. I'm gonna," you know. And I'm like, "Oh man."
I didn't care. I didn't care about the two movies that they did. I didn't like them.
Okay. Let's let Charlotte. Charlotte, you want to go ahead and read this for LeAnna and for Jay? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure thing. Dear LeAnna, Jay has told me all that has been going on lately, and I wish you a swift, easy recovery, and I hope one day we'll meet. I'm so appreciative of your support and love to my music and live streams. I love you so, so much, and the fact I give you a beautiful light in you and Jay's life is the best thing I can ever know. Keep being the strong-spirited woman you are. You rock. Love and awoo. Charlotte the Werewolf.
Oh, love and awoo. Beautiful. Oh, and that's your little bear. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's my sloth.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Jay.
Oh,
You're
that's
welcome.
wonderful. That's beautiful. Hey, Mike Seha, welcome to the show.
Oopsies.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
Welcome, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, that was very lovely, Charlotte. You know the right words to say. You're an angel soul. You know, you and your mom. I've met. You know, Suzanne and I've met very few earthbound angels in this world, and Charlotte, you and your mom just feel blessed that you are, you know, perfect people to help us get through the hardest of times. Really are. And all of you, and I love all of you here. You know, Lizzie, I know I haven't known you long enough yet, Lizzie, but you are one of our extended family there in Australia, and there's a very certain few, so you are right there with them. You're right there with them.
Thank you, Mikey.
Absolutely, we love you, Lizzie. We do.
Yeah, I love you all too. You're real sweet.
Well, you're
you're
sweeter than me. I can get nasty.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't had anybody tell me I'm sweet in a long time. It's been too long. With,
I was very early in the morning.
Oh, she just like I just heard Fifi go like, "Whoa, hey, there's
yes.
Ooh, I gotta talk to him." All right, yeah, there she is. Oh, such a beautiful bird.
She can't hear the chat now because if I put it on, it'll echo. But
I love that bird. Oh, baby. Oh, Fifi.
We were in the other room with the 55-inch before, and you were all talking, and she was laughing and talking. I've no idea what she said.
Wow. Parroties, I think they call it. You know, we have catalese and then you have parroties, and I don't know how to speak parrot. You know, we I'll tell a quick story. We went the last time we went to Niagara Falls. There's this wonderful restaurant there.
I'll make some room for
Someday I hope to take you there, guys and gals. It's called the Rainbow Cafe. It's gorgeous, and they have real parrots in there, real birds. And I swear, we had a parrot near our table where we were sitting. And here I am conversing with this bird, and some people are walking by going, "What the hell? You're conversing with a parrot?" And I said, "I can talk to any animal. Yeah, it's just it's a God-given gift. I just, you know, Suzanne and I, we can talk to cats, dogs, birds, ferrets. It doesn't matter. We, you know, they listen. They listen to us. That's all you need. You know? Hey, I'm blessed. I feel blessed.
You know, I would say I'd rather talk to a parrot than some people I've
Yeah,
listened
well,
to. I'll
Amen.
tell you that right now.
amen to that, brother. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
actually,
I
yeah.
told y'all several weeks ago, there is a woman here in my building that we just
Uh-oh.
can't get along. It's like we're frenemies, and she was trying to yell
Uh-oh.
up at the housekeeper an entire conversation, and I had enough. I said, Tony, would you just go in the elevator, go to the second floor, talk to her, and then would you please jump? It'll only hurt once.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I'm hearing this from you, Jay. You're the one. You're the one who
When
told me
when
about
I've had enough, when I've had enough, the Christian side of me pushes the Lord away, and then I have to come back to Him and say, "Thank you, Lord,
No,
but please forgive me."
Well, yeah,
that's why they call it a dark side, okay?
but there are times
Empty,
when you
empty
just
dark side.
when somebody just bugs you. So it's like today. I posted something earlier on the chat because the government's trying to bring in an automatic tax filing system next year,
Yeah.
which is a bad idea because I don't like the government
They're
filing my
doing
tax.
that here too. I hear they're
Yeah,
trying to do it
and
here.
a lot of people were upset about it, and so I posted a comment on this that well, I can get my taxes done for free at the community center here.
So can
Uh,
Suzanne.
a
So
lot of people can get them done online, and
yeah.
of course, this troll, like half an hour later, pops in to counteract my statement, and the troll is like, do you realize that there's a lot of communities where people can't get their free taxes done?" And then he goes on to say, "You're obviously not capable of critical thinking because you can't look at all perspectives." And I'm like, so I replied, I was like, hi, troll. Do you have nothing better to do than harass people strangers on the internet?
Yeah.
By the way, I never said that that there were communities that had. I never said every community has free tax services because they don't.
No.
And I said, your comment actually proves that you are not capable of critical thinking. And I left it at that. Right? And if he comes back, I'm just going to ignore him from now on because I'm done with that. But I usually don't even
Well, that
respond.
proves Darwin was wrong. He proves that Darwin is wrong all along.
Oh, it's just I usually 90% of the time I'll just ignore those people now because I've learned there's no point, right? It's like one time I had an
No.
American guy telling me we say a boot. You all say a boot, not about. And I was like, no, we don't. And this guy went back and forth with me like 6 times. Like it got stupid. And by the end of it, I just said, look, dude, I'm obviously never going to be able to educate you to the real world. I'm not going to ever reply to you again. And I didn't. And that was the end of it.
Right.
But some people, you just can't get through to some people,
No.
Anyway,
No,
I'm sorry.
you can't. Yeah, you can't reach some people. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but the last person that my Suzanne was actually married to, her last ex, accidentally came by, and of course Suzanne being I think she's the perfect Christian. He went ahead and offered him a meal or something. He probably looked like he hadn't eaten in like months and so on. And his name is Mike. So she was looking at him and said, "Oh yeah, I got the better end of the deal with me." She said, "I more than 100,000,000%." And we talked about it afterwards. After he left, we never saw him again. But after he left, I said, "Suzanne, why didn't you let me sneak up behind him and say, 'Oops, I guess he went off the 13th floor balcony and hit the pavement?'" And she said, "No, I couldn't." Even though I was tempted, that my wife, in one of the few rare moments she felt vulnerable, she said, "I know you could have done that, but then of course you would have ended up in jail for a while." And I couldn't live without you. And I said, you're right. We just had to let him go. And he never came back. We never saw him again. So,
It's
Well,
worth it for a few days.
yeah.
it seems she said Mikey 2.0 was a better version of Mikey anyway. So.
Yeah, right. 2.0. Yeah,
Oh, by the way,
absolutely.
I got a story for Lizzie. When I was a kid in the '60s, there was a shoe shop that had a minor bird in a cage, and I used to go in there and I
Somebody's
talked to the
echoing.
bird because the bird
Somebody's
actually
echoing.
talked. Anytime anybody walked into the store, it would go, "Hello, my name is Ringo," and then it would start chatting. And this was like when the Beatles were big, right? So it was the owner had taught it to think about Ringo Starr, and it was just hilarious. And I used to chat with the bird when I was a kid, right, which was great. So.
Oh darn it! Darn it! Why do we have a full panel again? Hey Jay, remember that guy that you talked to last night and you loved him to death?
Godfather.
Remember him, Jay? He's here. Palin, mind if you, I don't know what to do
Hey,
here. Crap.
hey, Palin. It's okay. I'll sit on side of the chat, sweetie.
Oh, he
Oh,
left?
Yeah.
Palin left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All
Helen.
right.
I'm still.
Hi,
I've got cat
Godfather.
hair in my face.
Prince.
Godfather
Hey.
What's happening, guys?
Chicago.
Now I was
Hey,
thinking
How you
Howard.
doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
This guy had me laughing last night.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got as long as we had a good time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Godfather.
Yes, sir.
Do you know? Let me ask you. It's Mikey. I want to ask you a very serious question. There's one gentleman I know out there. His channel on YouTube is Fuzzy Soul Tiger, and his real name is PJ Destin. Do you know that guy?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't think so. I mean, I might have seen it in
Okay.
passing, maybe. That's
Okay,
about it.
if you want, I will post
So,
his
is your
link in the
mic
chat.
on,
What's that?
Raman?
Go
I'm just
ahead.
checking with Raman. His mic's on.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, somebody's mic was echoing just a tiny bit. I didn't know who it was.
Mhm.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, he's
But
probably
it's
not
good to
aware
meet
his mic isn't on.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's good to meet you there, Godfather.
Thank you. God bless you. You
Yeah,
too.
let me go
Thank you.
get
God bless
his
you. You too.
let me go get my brother's guy there from Chicago. He's been in he worked on Empire, the Empire TV series as an extra. He's been in some
Oh,
movies.
so we actually hosted Empire at a couple of our venues. They shot at our restaurant a bunch of times. Sunda over on
Oh,
110
nice.
West
So
Illinois. Yeah,
yeah,
I've met Terrence
so
Howard more than a few times. He's a great guy.
yeah. So you know PJ personally, or
Like I
he's
said,
got
the
a
name
big
sounds familiar,
huge
but I don't
beard
think
like
so.
me. He's got a big huge beard like me. I mean,
I might recognize
such
my
a great
face, but
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you ask about Billy Deck or Rocket Ranch Productions, or so I used to work for ABC. I was an executive producer for
Yes.
Windy City Live for many years, and
Okay,
so
for
maybe
sure.
you met him there, possibly.
Yeah. Here, I'll just I'll give you guys both in the private and the regular. Yeah, he's just fantastic. This guy, love him.
Cool, thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there he is, Fuzzy Soul Tiger. He's got this great performance he did a while back. It was the APS, the local APS Awards performance. He did "Easy" by the Commodores. What a
Oh, cool.
fantastic
All right, right
cover.
on.
Yeah, it's a fantastic cover.
Oh, LeAnna agreed with me. If I ever win the lottery, we are going to send airplane tickets to everybody, and we are going to meet in
Ha
Las
ha
Vegas.
ha!
And
Lovely
she's
niece.
going to give each and
We're
every
gonna
one
tie
of
it up
y'all the
tonight, baby.
biggest kiss she can provide.
Okay, so there, his name, like I said, his name is PJ Destin. There is his link right above Cyberpunk, right above.
And we're not talking about
Where do
a
I see the
peck on the
link?
cheek. I'm talking about full blood on
That's
French kiss to everybody.
Ooh.
Oh my, French
Ooh.
kiss!
Oh
Wow.
my, French kissing.
She only
Okay.
knows one kiss, and that's it.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, if you got to know one kiss, I'd say French kissing is the way to go, personally.
I think we just. I think
I
we
might be
just
out of practice, to be
eased,
honest. But
Charlotte into.
Oh, she'll get you into practice. I guarantee you.
Oh my goodness. Oh God.
Oh,
gonna
you're
make a brown guy
over
blush,
there.
right?
Are you okay,
It's,
Charlotte?
and
Are you
knowing
okay?
her, she's gonna straddle you.
Oh,
Oh my!
Won't that be my
Okay,
lucky day?
That's
I
what
gotta
I'm
do
the
my
horse. Love you, Gal.
Sulu voice now, my
Love,
George
love,
Takei. Oh
oh
yeah,
my.
my!
giving me an image. It's like
She'll
those
be she'll be making you
questions.
say,
You're getting
"Oh
an image. I'm
my."
getting an erection. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's totally. Yeah, I get it.
You know, she better be careful because it's been a while, and she might get me too excited if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I did
She's
post like
hoping for it.
I posted
Oh my!
I
PJ's.
told you. I
Please
told you,
subscribe.
LeAnna is
Oh,
bisexual.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
but I mean, please, guys and gals, give PJ Destin some love. I posted his channel there, the link
Oh,
in both private and the regular chat.
Okay.
Please, it's all the love he can get. He's a great guy. I told brother Larry, I said, Larry, you survive until you get to the 100th anniversary of Route 66. You go all the way to Chicago, and the first person when you get into town, look up PJ. And you guys hang out at the House of Blues. I'll pay for it. If you go there, I'll send money
He
for
will
taxes.
if he can get everything done with his health. I know
Yes.
he's going to go back on the road.
Yeah, I know he is. And I
Yeah.
hope he
That
does.
is one thing that me and LeAnna want to do is
To go cross
travel
country.
Route 66.
Yeah, go cross country. We did.
Get rent
Suzanne
an
and I did
RV
that
or
together.
buy an RV. Hell, she's got money to buy the White House. Shit.
Oh, well,
Well, not
she
that
wants
much.
an RV.
Uh, she wants to buy or rent an RV and go
Yeah.
cross country. I'm telling you.
She wants to drive too, right? LeAnna wants to drive you guys.
I come from a place called Elkhart, Indiana, where they actually.
Do you know that Depeche Mode song called Route 66?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yes.
That's a good song. That's a good
I
one.
also like Personal Jesus.
Yeah. Personal Jesus.
you know the first.
Have you ever heard the extended version of Personal Jesus? Oh wow. Ooh,
Mhm.
wow.
You know the first
Over 8
Depeche.
minutes long, but it's just fantastic. Just
The
great.
first Depeche Mode song I ever heard was when I was at art college driving my car with a buddy, and he pops this cassette tape into my cassette player. Yes, that's how old I am. And
Oh, I love
I'm older
cassettes.
than you.
the first song that comes on is Depeche Mode's "Never Let Me Down Again." You guys familiar with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All my
in,
favorites. Yeah.
comes in dot 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 dot, and it fades
Yes.
in, and then "Never Let Me Down Again." I'm riding with my best friend, and that was so appropriate because we were buddies in art
Yeah.
college. And I'm like, you bastard, you knew the perfect song to play when we're riding around with good friends, right?
Yeah.
And
The
we
other
were like,
one is
okay,
the other one is Break the Silence. We, Susanna, we were halfway across the United States, and all of a sudden that Break the Silence song kicks in. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'll
yeah,
give you an
that's got some
example
good tune.
of. I'll give you an example how LeAnna is. I had made reservations at this restaurant to meet my friend and his new wife, and
Was
this
it
is
a
going to
French
be the first
restaurant?
time,
Oh,
huh?
Was it a French restaurant, Brother Jay?
They had French food there, but I don't know if you would call it a
Nice.
French restaurant. But
Nice. Yeah.
wait till the end, then you'll understand why I say that it could have been a French restaurant. Um,
You mean a
uh-oh.
foursome?
this is the first time that
Oh,
the
man.
first time that
Oh boy.
this first time they meet LeAnna together, and I introduce before I even get there. I said, "Now that is my friend Thomas, and actually my dad's name was Thomas, and this is his new bride, Wendy."
Yeah.
And she just jumps right on top of him and gives him the biggest kiss, and she goes, "How dare you!" And she gets off and jumps on her and kisses her, and then when she gets there, the woman, his new bride, says, "Never mind." I said, "LeAnna, honey, I think you just converted another one."
So this was a French restaurant in the sense of a fresh kissing restaurant.
There you go.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Oh, that is.
LeAnna is not one to be shy. She's never been shy.
That's a good
Now,
thing. I think too many
she
women are
wants to be
coy.
friends with everybody, but there are some people that you just can't be friends with,
oh.
and so
That's true.
I was not shocked what she did because I knew exactly what was going to happen
Oh, gee.
because he caught her in midair.
Oh,
Wow. Now that's an image.
Yeah, she loves people. Now, like I said, when we get to Las Vegas, don't be surprised if she jumps in your arms and kisses every one of you.
yes.
Wow. Well, let's hope that somebody wins the lottery soon and we can all get together and have a good time.
Amen. Because
Amen.
I want to hug every last one of you.
Oh,
I would love to meet, I've always wanted to meet a lot of people in this community, and, with finances and travel distance, it's just not easy, right? So,
I play it every time that the lottery, I don't care if it's Mega Millions or Powerball, whichever one is over 250 million, I got to play it every week.
well, why
'Cause
not? If it's
I'd
that
be
high?
stupid not to, What if I hit the number?
See, the thing, you guys in the States are lucky that way, because what was that one? Was it $1 billion like 6 months ago? Or
Two
something?
billion, a couple months ago, like a month ago.
Yeah,
2 billion
crazy.
just a couple of weeks ago,
And
maybe
here
2
in
months ago.
here in Canada, the most we'll ever get is maybe a $50 million, ticket, and that's about as high as it'll climb before somebody wins it. It seems, right?
Then y'all are not playing it because I guarantee you, ours, everybody plays, almost everybody plays, and that's the
I
reason why
think
it keeps
I think
climbing.
here though, I think it's probably some governmental thing where they limit the amount that it can climb to.
Probably.
Yeah, because I've never seen it go like super high, like $1 billion or whatever, So.
All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms.
hey, Godfather.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Feel
ma'am.
feel free to type in the chat
Okay.
so that I
Yeah.
can make you a mod.
Yeah. So we can make you standard mod, brother.
Sorry, I'm new to this platform. I don't think I've ever used it before, to be honest.
I was just singing a line from Depeche Mode. It's one of my favorite lines in a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was describing to LeAnna last night Twin Peaks thing. She wants to watch Twin Peaks, and I was telling her about Godfather, and she said he is gonna be a sweet, juicy friend. I said, okay, okay.
Thank you. I think
There he is.
I gotta say, she sounds like the kind of woman I need in my life. I want a sweet, juicy friend like her.
You already are a sweet, juicy friend to her.
We're all are.
We all are.
You all are, especially as her number one is Charlotte.
Oh my! Oh my!
You say oh my? I think that's adorable.
I just can't stop doing that Takai thing though, because it's so easy to do. It's like,
sure is,
my!
I'll explain this after she closes it because I don't want to say this in the stream, but afterwards, I'm gonna explain it to Charlotte.
Oh boy!
Well,
it says they're having trouble connecting my account. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Come to my YouTube. Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna send you.
Like
I'm
you
gonna
did.
send you a link.
His name is Bacchus. Is it?
Come into my
Oh
boudoir.
no, that's not.
The Mod Father.
Okay, I sent it to private chat. Oh,
okay.
Where'd he go? Ah!
Oh no! Come on back,
Godfather.
Come on back, brother. Godfather. Yes. Come on.
Silly
Did
guy.
he get kicked out?
No.
Did I kick him out or something when I touched my camera?
No. I think he accidentally left.
No, your massage didn't break the camera, Jay. Stop.
Oh, he's
God,
Godfather's
I wish I had
fodder.
a massage right now.
Yeah, he's dead.
Damn.
I think I told you guys.
I bet you.
The story.
I bet you 10 to 1 if I had a massage, I would finally be able to sleep because I
Hey,
haven't slept,
Buckets.
like I said, since Thursday night.
Panic, panic.
I took maybe 30-minute nap.
For Johnny.
I got into bed, I closed my eyes, and I don't remember anything. And I woke up, and it was 30 minutes later. I said, well, because my body literally shook and woke me up. So
And he's
hopefully
back.
I can get
Yahoo!
some sleep.
Hello, Godfather.
Hello. Oh, now I can chat too.
Yay.
We got you.
Probably just needed to do a reset there, brother.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, that works, I think.
Awesome. And Buckets, yeah, welcome. I don't know if we formally said hello, but good to meet you. Of course,
Thank you.
you as well, Godfather.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh,
So, can I ask what this platform is, or we're streaming? Is there's like an audience? You have to be careful what I say. Is it okay if I'm a Republican? Like, what's the rules here?
I'm a Republican, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're celebrating their 1-year anniversary of.
We have Democrats, we have Republicans, we even had an asshole.
I mean, speaking of assholes, one of the Republicans I worked for was an asshole. Tom DeLay, if you remember him, he's in jail now
Yes.
for campaign finance.
Oh yeah, he's not a good person.
Well, it is what it is, you know.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, that troll I mentioned earlier in the stream came back again and posted like about 6 paragraphs of crap. So you know what I did? Instead of responding, I just deleted the whole comment. I deleted my comment and I deleted his comments because I can't be bothered with idiots.
Well, what you got to do is you got to double down on the idiot. So you give him the Bible and you give him some Quran and confuse the fuck out of him. You know.
Well, the thing is, the guy keeps accusing me of stuff I never said, and you know, it's like
maybe you should have said it.
If you, well, I said a lot of things, but I, it's like don't insult everything I say, because if you insult every statement I made, we're not going to have a discussion. We're going to have zero, and that's what we got now because I just deleted it and it's all gone, and he can go attack the next stranger on YouTube that he wants to attack because I'm not going to play his game. So I'm done.
Yeah.
Right.
What game was he trying to play?
Well,
okay.
Somebody talked about the government concerns about the feds here wanting to bring in. They want to do our tax returns for us next year, which I have a little bit of issues with because I prefer to do my own tax return and not have the feds telling me how much I made or how much I owe because they're going to screw it up.
They'll take it all.
Well, the thing is, there's millions of people every year that pay taxes. Are you going to hire like 100,000 people in the tax department to handle this overload that's going to happen?
Plus, if all those people there, how am I going to cheat on my taxes like I usually do, or Trump does? You know, so come on.
And I got a feeling. I mean, like I said in my original statement, I said I have a community center here. I can get my taxes as a senior done for free. And this guy comes back saying, "Oh well, you know, every community doesn't have free tax services available, blah, 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 blah." And it's like, yeah, I never said that, dude. I never said anything like that. And anyway, it just escalated from there. So I just gave up after a while.
Plus those government tax collectors, they have no experience with laundering drug money. So, like, I mean, that's just useless to send them over here, you know?
Yeah.
No, I don't, you know, the trouble with Canada right now is there's more and more government. The feds want to enter our day-to-day life more and more. It seems like there's a lot of things going on that I won't go in.
It sounds like Canada needs more freedom. We should go up there and help them. That's what we should do.
Well, yeah, that's what you should do. But don't make us the 51st state, Godfather, please.
I mean, I heard Alberta's got a lot of oil, so like, you know, we'll work something out. We'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Yeah. No. We need your help. We need you guys to come up here and say, "Hey, look, hey, Carney."
You did like
last time I checked, Niagara Falls was pretty close to where you are. I could help you along there somehow.
You did like Justin Castro? Wasn't he good? Like, I thought he was supposed to be fine. You know?
No, Raul Castro is a lot better than his dad.
You know, there's still lots of conflict of interest about the Liberal Party that has never been prosecuted. and probably never will because the system, everything up here has gotten so corrupt in the last 10 years.
Welcome to America. You're ready to go. So the problem with Justin Trudeau is also he had some really great things to say. He was a really good speaker. He delivered on all his message was delivered very well. But then he turned around and like screwed the whole country. He never actually did all the things he said he was going to do, and he got in bed with China, and it was not good for Canada's economy or domestic policy. Or there's a lot of bad things that he just didn't, follow through on.
And the thing is too, when the COVID thing, I shouldn't have used that word. Sorry, Charlotte. But in 2020, the peaceful truckers protest went to Ottawa, and basically all they did was tie up a few roads, honk their horns. They were having barbecues, and they even had a bouncy castle for the kiddies to entertain themselves.
Nice.
Like these were not violent pro Middle East type of people protesting for that. And the two leaders recently were sentenced to 15 months each of house arrest.
What?
15 months. They each got house arrest for 15 months about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So for the next 15 months, they got to stay home, play Xbox, and smoke weed. That's not
well, they get a few hours. Like they got 5 hours a week. They can go out and buy groceries. If they have a health emergency, they can go to a hospital or a dentist. But there's very strict limitations, right? But the thing is, we had other protesters of a certain type wearing certain kinds of head coverings and masks in Montreal about a year ago, burning cars, smashing windows, basically rioting in the streets of Montreal. I didn't hear of any arrests. I didn't hear of anybody ever getting to prison.
Well, Montreal is run by the mob, though, so like there's a little bit of that too, right?
Yeah, well,
It's run by,
I found out that Hungary has the lowest federal taxes at 9%.
Yeah, the country of Hungary. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't want to get overly political on Charlotte's stream, but
okay, so it's time to wrap up. Unfortunately, I know I hate doing it.
We love you, Charlotte, but it's time to go.
Yeah, but I know all you guys. You guys suck. You suckers do not know what's behind the scenes after the show. So there's a show after that, but it's private. So we're just talking amongst each other. Okay, sorry. Okay, have a great upcoming week, everybody. And thank you for joining in. And see you next time. And God bless LeAnna and prayers.
God bless you, LeAnna and Jay and Charlotte and Godfather and everybody here in PvP. We love you guys. Suzanne and I love everybody. As long as we stay together as a family and community, we stay strong in God's love, and that's what we need.
Love creates, hate destroys. Right on, man.
Yep. Amen. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stay sweet and juicy, as LeAnna would say.
Oh boy!
I gotta meet this LeAnna girl, I guess. She a redhead.
Mom, we love you too, very much so. And Lizzie.
Yes,
and,
Mom, we love you.
Ellen, everyone, we love you guys.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Ciao.